Cannot separate HR from business.
The Newsfirst Finance Report.
HR capabilities for business excellence by the HR think tank in Sri Lanka featured a diverse range of speakers.
Right, people are so banks, corporates, the country is preoccupied with what? With the twin deficit, the balance of payment deficit and the fiscal deficit. But what led to this crisis is the crisis of good governance. Now, crisis of good governance means good governance starts with having round pegs in round holes. So that exemplifies the importance of HR. Whether it's nation Sri Lanka, or whether it's a corporate, or whether it's a listed company or unlisted company. So that means that brings us to an important one word that is about meritocracy. The word meritocracy. What Singapore embraced, the word meritocracy, again having right people in right places.
The event also featured views on leadership.
Increasingly what we find with the new type of leadership that is required, taking it to an extreme of, uncompromising servant leadership. What it then transpires is, what it requires, you can continuously learn. So it's nature and nurture. So nature also needs to be nurtured as we move on. So it's important that you realize whether you had some inherent skills, inherent, in your upbringing and some advantages still in keeping with the times, the organization and the people around you. There is constant learning that is taking place. So my view is, leaders can continuously learn and can be made and need to be on a continuous growth pattern.
Digital transformation was another avenue explored during the event.
Digital transformation is how we use technology and tools to simplify process, also to understand consumers and run business better. HR's role is, like Paras said, putting the square into the today's square. It won't be the same square, and the round peg into the round hole, but and make sure to understand where the transformation of capabilities or what it means, that role would mean. Because with digital transformation, the roles would change for sure. Because what we did as a role before, today, like for example, last time I think somebody said at some form, when I was auditing as an accountant, I lifted ledger books and wrote one entry here and the other entry on the other side. And then I went through this thing of SAP and figuring out where this entry gets lost and figuring it out. Today, so you transform and your role gets redundant, you have to reinvent yourself. So with that, it gets reinvented. But HR's role is to make sure you get the best out of these people and put them right back in the new roles we have, and two different things.
The link between HR and business was also raised at this event.
You cannot separate HR from business, right? If you just stand as I'm HR, I do these things, right? For example, if you don't know the business, there might be the most crucial time, right? Everybody has to rally around, and HR might call for a happy day or happy evening or something like that, right? So that cannot happen, right? No, that used to, right? But now it can't, right? So that's why the HR head should be on the board, right? Right? He has to be on the main board so he can call it out, because we are aggressive, right? When making decisions, making quick decisions. So there has to be that HR has to be part of the business. Sure. It cannot be a standalone judge, or not like an internal audit division, right? It has to be like finance.
Part of the business.
The event saw the participation of a wide range of HR experts.
The Newsfirst Finance Report.